Hello and welcome back to LK Tuition. Today we're going to be looking at expanding double brackets. I'm Lucas, hope you're well, and let's get cracking. Okay, so we're going to show you two different methods. There's probably about 5 or 6 different methods to do this, but I'll show you the two main ones that you can have a go at. Have a look at both, pick your favourite and stick with that. So to expand a pair of brackets, so for example, what I mean by a pair of brackets is this. So you've got kind of something in the first set of brackets and something in the second set of brackets. So a plus 4 times a plus 6. And what you can do for this table method is you can put them into a multiplication table. Okay, so this a plus 4 has gone here, and this a plus 6 has gone here. And what we can do is we can fill out the table by multiplying what's in it. So a times a is going to be a squared. A times 4 is 4a. 6 times a is 6a. And 6 times 4 is 24. So you can fill your table out like that. And then once you've done that, you just write out all the terms and simplify any like terms. So here we've just written out everything we've had. And then we've noticed that we've got two terms that are similar and they can be brought together to make 10a. 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, so that's the first method, table method. So you put one of your brackets on the row of the multiplication table, one of your brackets on the column of the multiplication table, and then just times them. Write out your results and bring together anything you can bring together. Okay, method number 2, and this was the method I learned at school, and this is the FOIL method. So we're going to do the same thing, a plus 4 times a plus 6, and it's to remember the acronym FOIL, which is first, outside, inside, last. So first, you times the first two together, so the first one of that bracket is a, and the first one of the second bracket is a. A times a is a squared. Then you multiply the outside terms, so a and 6. So let me use my laser pointer actually for this. So these are your outside terms, aren't they? A and 6 to get 6a. Then your inside terms are 4 and a to get 4a. And then your last terms are 4 and 6 to get 24. And again, we do the same thing, put them together and simplify them as before. Okay, so here's a few examples. Pause the video, give them a go, but otherwise we shall do them together. Okay, so for the first one, let's use the FOIL method, why not? So we've got p minus 3 times p minus 2, so let's times the first two together, so that's p and p, which makes p squared. Then it's the outside, so that's p and minus 2, so that's minus 2p. Then you've got the inside, which is minus 3 and p, and then you've got the outside, which is minus 3 and minus 2, which times together to make plus 6. Now another method, which is pretty much the same idea, is called the claw method, because this pattern that I've done here looks like a claw. Okay, and then we can just simplify this a bit, because we've got minus 2p minus 3p will be minus 5p, and everything else can stay the same. And that's our answer. Great. Okay, for the second one, let's use the table method. So we've got a multiplication table. We've got 4 and we've got minus 2q. Make sure you remember the minus. Then we've got 8q and 5. So let's just do that. Okay, so 4 times 8q is 32q. 8q minus 2q, so that's going to be minus 16q squared. Then we've got 5 times 4, which is 20, and then we've got 5 times minus 2q, which is minus 10q. So bring all these together then. So we'll start off with the q squared, so minus 16q squared plus 32q minus 10q plus 20. And then we can bring these two together, so our answer should be minus 16q squared. 32 minus 10 is 22, so plus 22q plus 20, and that is our answer. Great, and then finally, we'll just have a little go at this one. So this is 2v plus 9 squared. Now anything squared, you times it by itself. So this is the same as 2v plus 9 times 2v plus 9. Okay, let's use the FOIL method. So times in the first ones together, you get 4v squared. The outside ones will give you 18v. The inside ones will give you 18. And the last ones will give you 81. Sorry, that was 18v again. Oops, and then you get 81. And then bring those together, we're going to get 4v squared. These two together are going to make 36v plus 81. And that is our answer. Okay, great. All right, so let's just have a go at a worded example to finish off. So feel free to have a go. So a rectangular garden has length 7g plus 6 meters and width 3g minus 2 meters. Doug wants to put a fence around the perimeter of the garden, as well as covering the entire garden with grass. Okay, we want to write expressions in their simplest form for the length of fencing needed and the area the grass needs to cover. So in their simplest forms. Okay, so let's just draw a little diagram. So it's a rectangular garden. So it's going to look like that. Its length is 7g plus 6 meters and its width is 3g minus 2 meters. Okay, so there's two parts to this question. The first part is the perimeter. So we want to figure out the length of fencing needed. Now, if this, because it's a rectangle, that's going to be 3g minus 2 as well, and that's going to be 7g plus 6. So the first one is just going to be adding those all up. So let's just start off with perimeter. And that is going to be adding these all up. So we've got 3g minus 2 plus 7g plus 6 plus 3g minus 2 plus 7g plus 6. Okay, collecting like terms then, altogether we've got 20g. Okay, and then we've got 12 minus 4 plus 8. So that is the perimeter. So that's the length of fence needed. And then the area then, so let's grab a different colour. So we just need to know the area of a rectangle, which is base times height. So the area is going to be 7g plus 6 times 3g minus 2. And that's where we can use what we've learned today. So let's times the first two together. So 7 times 3 is 21. So that's 21g squared. The outside ones will give you minus 14g. The inside ones will give you plus 18g. And the last ones will give you minus 12. Simplifying that a bit, we've got 21g squared minus 14g plus 18g gives you plus 4g, and then you've got minus 12. And that is our answer. Okay, so hope you found that useful. This has been LK Tuition. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for some more maths videos.